video about people being fake and why so many people are fake. And just in the world now, especially with social media, the amount of people that are fake, that just show certain things, I think I'm prone to that, is that I don't want to show everything off in my life. And I choose very specifically the things I do show, obviously. And one of those things is this. I like making YouTube videos because I like to think that out of the mentality that I have now, I've helped many people. Spotting fake people is extremely important. It always starts with you. It can't ever start with anyone else other than you. So a massive indicator that fakeness is an issue for you, let's say that you observe it a lot in other people, then the reason something is around you a lot is because you are that thing, right? So if you're very rich, you're generally going to be around quite wealthy people, just because that's how it is. You don't want to hang out with really poor people because, one, they're going to probably want your money, and two, you want to hang out with the people that are also wealthy in order to learn more on how to be wealthier, right? It's just the cycle. It's a human psychology. So being fake, if you find a lot of fake people around you, then primarily it is a problem of you. Inherently, the reason people are fake in general is because people find security in fakeness. From my observation and from my experience, I used to be very fake. But fake in the sense that I was attempting to be someone that I wasn't. And that's all that fakeness is. When people are fake to you, they are trying to please you. And I think it's a massive misconception with especially young men nowadays, is that the nice guy persona and the nice guy trait. There's nothing nice about being a nice guy. It's respectful telling people how you actually feel. And so intention is a massive thing for me. The only change I made was that I was just more honest. More honest. And the beauty is that the more honest you are, the less people can hang you up for. Because if I tell everyone everything and I have nothing hidden, then what the fuck is anyone going to say about me? They can say whatever they want, but I know what's real. I know who I am. And no one can know me better than I do. No one. But if what I put out is fake, then they know me better because what that is not me. And so I'm keeping up these two personalities. Like, this is me, actually me. And then there's this person that I'm pretending to be in front of people for no reason. It's like, this person cannot live forever, but this person does. And it is very tiring, and I know that's a fact because, again, it used to be me. I know it's really tiring. Trying to keep up a personality that you are not is very difficult. And in the long run, you will have flaws. The reason you feel like fucking screaming around your friends sometimes is because you haven't been truthful. You haven't been truthful. And so when you hide shit and then you don't admit later that you are hiding something, that's the first step. Is that it becomes really hard to be you. You're in a conversation where the possibility of slipping happens, and then you get really tense and you get anxious, and all these feelings come up. And how would you immediately break that down is that you confront those feelings, and the best and quickest way to confront them is in front of those very fucking people that you are having those feelings in front of, because they clearly mean something to you. If you feel nervous about someone, or in front of someone, sorry, they mean something to you. And so to break the nervousness down is to admit what you are feeling to those people. Because if they know what you're trying to hide, which is your intention, which is your anxiety, and the reason behind the anxiety, then they can't bully you for it. So what the fuck is there to worry about? That's what makes someone fake, and that's what I'm trying to get at, is that when you have the intention and you want to say something, or you are anxious, and obviously people can observe anxiousness or anxiety in another person. They can tell when someone's nervous because they're awkward. And to defeat defeat, it's not a defeat, I'm going to say that word anyway. To defeat the awkwardness is to admit that you are feeling awkward, to admit that you feel nervous, to admit that not everything is fucking perfect. Because it's not, and it can't ever be, and it won't ever be. But you are fake in not telling someone the way you feel about them. And risking, it is always a risk, inherently, by telling someone how you feel, losing them, because they may not match the same feelings. They may not match the same feelings. And that's the risk, right? When you confront someone by saying, this is how I feel about you, and if they don't feel the same way, you are risking losing that friendship or relationship. That's how it is. And that's fine. And you need to be okay with that, because if you are not, you are fake. And fake attracts fake. Like attracts like. Negative traits, inherently, I don't think they're negative, but very common frame is that anxiety, nervousness, all these things are negative. Negative frames are very sticky and they attract other negative frames. That's just how they work. And it's the exact same on the opposite side, because being completely real, being completely honest also attracts being completely real, being completely honest, because fakeness cannot exist around honesty, because they are one and the opposite. They are not the same thing. They are completely the opposite thing. And so the first step to removing yourself from fake people, removing yourself from fake situations, is to stop being fake yourself. Look, we can go back on the topic of nice guys. So I think that's relevant because 80+% of my audience are single men. And look, to be completely honest with you, the reason no one likes nice guys is because you're not actually nice. You're fake. You're faking who you really are. In order to achieve something, and then you act like people are fucking stupid, and they are not, especially women. They're not fucking dumb. They are human beings as well, just like you, and people can read socially. Everyone has social cues. Everyone has the innate ability to read socials. Or everyone has the innate ability to read social situations. Everyone does. You may not want to admit it, but the difference is people who have poor social skills don't trust the gut feelings that they have when they speak to people. They don't trust it. That's the difference. It's just you gaining trust in the observations that you make around other people. And so when nice guys are speaking to women, women can read that they want to say something, or that they have an intention that they haven't released, which is portrayed in awkwardness, which is portrayed in nervousness, which is portrayed in dodging topics, which is portrayed in not saying what you fucking feel. Because let's be honest, why the fuck would you speak to someone you wouldn't want to talk to? And especially if it's an attractive woman that you have approached, or you're in the situation of speaking to. People don't invest their time in things they don't give a fuck about. Right? You're not fooling anyone by being nice. If you're not nice, you're a fucking cunt, and no one likes that. No one wants a cunt as a friend. So being nice is not a trait, one. Being a nice guy is a terrible trait because you are not nice, because you are being disrespectful to you, primarily to you. It is extremely disrespectful to not let people know your intentions and to reveal to people how you feel about them. And perhaps this video is taking a complete turn because what most people do is they look externally for the problem, when the problem is you are the problem, and to change your external situation, you must change yourself. If nothing changes externally, you are the fucking problem. You are the fucking problem. And so you cannot change anyone. You can't. You can influence people, but you cannot change anyone, because at any point where someone makes a decision to change, it is their decision to make. And it is not your responsibility to help someone. It's not your responsibility to make someone change. But if you are someone's friend, it is your responsibility to tell them how you feel. And if you are in a conversation with a woman that you like, it is your responsibility for you, primarily you, to tell her how you feel about her. You have to. You owe that to yourself. You owe it to yourself. And you owe it to her. And everything will break down in the fact that you won't be awkward and you won't be nervous when you agree with yourself that being honest is better, and that just saying how you feel about someone or a situation will get you the results you are looking for. Now, I want to tie an advice into this, because I think from fake people, I had someone comment, Daniele, my fucking day one, legend by the way, subscribe to his channel. He has 50 subscribers somehow. He's never made a video on YouTube. And he said, make a video about deciding to listen, if I should listen to advices of others or not. And what I say to that is this, that you don't need to listen to me. You don't need to listen to anyone. Who you need to listen to is yourself. And when you hear the things that I say, and if you, the being that you are, reacts and has some immersion into the things that I'm saying, and they mean something extra, that you feel as though they're there and they're guiding you, and you don't trust them because, Jesus, you don't trust them because your conscious version is saying, no, deny. It's so common that in the movie The Matrix, the second movie, when Neo meets the Creator, one of the best scenes in the movie, the very first thing the Creator says is, it's funny because the most predictable human reaction or emotion is denial. And it's funny because even in situations where you agree with something, it's so ingrained in you that when someone says something with such confidence, you may even just go through the denial phase and then the agreement phase after you think about it. It's just how it happens sometimes. So denial is a massive thing. And what I urge you to try, I don't like giving advice. My approach to situations is more having you question the way that you think, and then you coming to the conclusions. Because like I said, I cannot make you change. And I don't want to make you change. In fact, I don't even give a fuck. Like, I don't care if you change or not. Because I want the people who are ready to change around me. I want the people who are ready to admit that they were wrong, that they were a problem, and that they are admitting to fixing it by just changing the way they are. Because your external changes when you change. It doesn't happen the other way. The only urge that I have is that you attempt different types or different situations or different reactions where people who hate everything they think about, just for one day, just try it. Imagine thinking of all your words as amazing. All the words that come out of your head are amazing. Just try it and see the difference it makes. You always have the option to go back to who you were. You always do. And that you don't need to change everything at the same fucking time. It takes years to change. It takes years, right? And it takes years of small changes that add up over time, where it's called eclecticism. Google it. I'll Google it right now. It is probably one of my favorite words. Being eclectic is the practice of deriving ideas, style, or taste from a broad and diverse range of sources. This is what you must do. You cannot listen to just me, because then you are biased. You must listen to other people. You must take into account. You must observe people, and you must make bases or decisions about your personality based on the experiences you have. That's what makes you unique. That is what a personality is. It is basing it on the person you are, the experiences you've had. But you have the ability to change it as long as you believe you can. There are people out there that don't care what I have to say. That's fine, don't listen. But I will give my attention to those that want to listen. I will give my attention to those that show that they care. Not that I need people to care, but that are at least interested in what I'm doing. And I will always show the same back, right? And I think I want to spark the start of that. My interest in you, whoever's watching this right now, is that I'm happy to share the way I feel. I'm happy to share my experiences. I'm happy to share the way I think and how it's helped me and my outlook on life. And let me be the first to show my vulnerabilities, to show that I'm not perfect, and that I can go back and see these videos because they are almost a document for me, where I can come back in 2-3 years and experience this video with you right now and see how much I've changed. And I'm willing to admit that probably in 2-3 years, I'll look back on this video and think I'm fucking stupid. Probably. That's how it is, man. I'm ready. I'm happy. I'm good to go. Give me every fucking situation and I will react accordingly. I'm not afraid of anything. Show me what you got, because I'm fucking ready.